Good morning, guys. This video is a continuation of the last video, wherein we have set up the entire lab for our vulnerability assessment and penetration testing engagement. So this was a scenario. So we have a Attacker machine, Kali Linux, with the IP address 2.8, victim 123, 2.4, 2.5, 2.9. They are all in the same network. They are communicating with each other. The scope is we need to do a network and a web pen pen testing for all these three IPs using Kali Linux. Under network pen testing, we look for this open port services and blah blah. In the web, we do these things. So first and foremost, right, I need to use Nmap for scanning this series, entire series, right? So go to your Kali, so Parrot. Here I'm using Parrot, guys. Sudo -i. I just want to switch to the root, but it's not mandate. You can use sudo nmap -s. Again, guys, please go through my nmap videos, and in there I have explained in detail about nmap. Okay, I'm just quickly scanning. Hyphen um, S is a sync scan. Then I want to scan for versions. Then I want to scan for operating system. Hyphen O. I want to see the verbose on the internet output on the screen. Then I want to scan the entire range. 10.0.2 say 1 to say 200, this range. But I do want to exclude my parrot IP. So 2.8. Guys, in my nmap video, I have showed you how to put the IPs in a file, even the excluding IPs as well. Then we can scan. So this is how it is. Let's do the scan. It is scanning for the default ports, guys. I'm just showing you just for practice purpose. But here, our goal is to do a vulnerability assessment using nmap, the first scenario. See, the network is very cool here because I have created a separate network, the NAT network. Within my laptop, everything will be happening within the NAT network. So it will take some guys. It will take some time, guys. So meanwhile, what we do is um, we do a vulnerability assessment using Nmap. So we'll go to the internet. So we type Nmap scanning scripts. Okay. Again, guys, it just go. This is a later okay old one, right? Check for last year. Okay, you have some URLs. Station X, guys. This particular website, right? I recommend please go through this website. The reason is they do have very good articles in the blog, and they do have cheat sheets for nmap and everything. Station X. Okay, it's a GitHub. Yep, we got some scripts. Number two. So where are my scripts in Parrot? The same place. ls slash user slash share slash nmap slash scripts. You'll find all scripts here. So these are all scripts. The script will have an extension of .nsa. Now if I want to filter out some scripts, then I use pipe symbol, grep, http. Okay, these are http. No, I want ssl. Put ssl. You got ssl. No, I want mysql. Put mysql. You got mysql. No, I want smtp or ftp. ftp. So ftp. Now how now you might be asking questions. You might be asking me a question, no, Kishore? which script I should use. Okay, for that reason, I say first check the open ports. Okay, check the open ports. If the port is say 21, 22, again we are scanning the version as well, right? Based on the service and version, we have to use the script. Please check my nmap videos, guys. Again, these are default script. I can download some script from the internet, I can push it here, I can use it. How can I do that? Say for example, we have say nmap scan script. Yeah, we'll download this. Okay, there are many scripts, guys. Just try everything. I have not used the scripts for some time, but I know which scripts I use. Okay, so you have this script for different purpose. That's fine. Let's check. Okay, guys. Now, quick thing, quickly, I want to tell you, right? .cve, .exploit db. These are databases, guys. So what will happen is, the scanner will send some payload to the system, and if the payload and the issue in the system, the weakness in the system, there is a match, a kind of exploitable kind of thing, then what will happen? We get the reply, and reply will be checked in this database. If there's a match, then it says yes, this particular port is having this service running, and this service is having this particular version, and this is vulnerable to this particular issue. So these databases are very important. I have explained everything about nmap in my previous classes. Please check my check my nmap video. So we have one scan, so we use the script. So pwd, okay, cd desktop, okay, then I'll rm-rf, cannot remove permissions. That's it, it's gone. It's gone. mkdir, then I say scripts, nmap scripts. Any name you can give, as I said none. Okay, fine. cd and okay, sorry, git clone and the URL. Okay, ls we got well scan cd vul ls. We do have lots of things, guys. Now on, I need to filter out what .nsc. This one I want to filter. So how can I do that? Hi, ls grep start .nsc. See, we got this. Now we need to move this file to our default nmap directory. Now we can use it straight away from here as well, but let's move to default nmap directory. Sudo cp for copy. Which one? vul, this one. Where I want to copy? usr/share /nmap, okay, /scripts. That's it. Now this script is copied there. Can I check? Yes, you can check. See, it is there. Okay, I'll be using the particular script to scan all my three IPs. Let's check where are we on this particular thing. Yes, now it has generated something. Okay, so whenever you see, right, net bias, this is a Windows system. Okay, say 2.15. So by looking at the ports, now we have ports like 22, right? On this port 22, there is a SSH is running. Then we can use SSH, scripts. The same way HTTP, MySQL, NetBIOS, you will have scripts. So that is the reason, and you need to check the version. If See, everything about, everything is related to the version and its number. Open SSL 7.0. This is vulnerable. Now I'll show you when we do the nmap scanning. I'll show you how why it is vulnerable. The same way, see for example, this one there's no information. You can further probe this using the nmap scripts. Okay. In the same way, we have one more system. Okay, here uh, it says Windows Server 2008 R2 because we have, even we want the OS as well, right? OS information. Here it is a Linux VirtualBox and Linux kernel is 2.5. And again another one, this is also VirtualBox and this is also Linux. Okay, so look at this one, Tomcat is running on port 8180, so that means HTTP service. So I can use nmap to further probe this as HTTP service, but we'll be doing that in a minute. Okay guys, so let's scan using our nmap script. So again we'll shift to the sudo. Okay, so we use nmap hyphen s capital V. We need version and what, no, I'll just give the default ports. If I want, I can use hyphen p hyphen to, for all the ports. Let's stick with the default ports, hyphen scripts. Okay, the script name is vulscan and the IP address is, as I told you again guys, here it has scanned only 3 systems. Okay, not all systems. Okay, because I said you, oh sorry, not here, one minute. Here I said you need to exclude my parent system, which it has excluded. Out of 200 machines, only 3 machines is scanned. Okay, let's stick to this. Okay, this time what I do is, instead of giving the IP range, I'll give the IP address, one IP address, 10.0.2 dot say what is the IP address, 15, right? 15. Okay, then comma 10.0.2 dot, I think 4, comma 10.0.2.9, I think probably, yeah, 9. Okay, I want the output. For output you have to use small o, and what format you want. We have multiple formats for nmap. We have a text format, grabbable format, XML format. We'll be taking sorry guys, the system got paused. So is it paused again? No, it's fine. Okay, this is my vulnerability scanning report. I just take, again, okay, let me give a quick kind of thing, right? I use this particular command. Which command is that? Okay, sudo hyphen I. So I use this particular script and I scan all the IPs and convert the report into XML. After that, when I put XML, sorry, I got XML report. Then I converted the XML report to HTML report using this particular command. Okay, now I have HTML report. Okay, I moved this particular report to my desktop. This is the command I used. Okay, then I use Firefox to open the report. Okay, and this is a report for scanning. So it got all the port information, the service and service version. I really don't know what is this. I just copy this particular vulnerability and I search on the internet. Okay, all I have to do is just put an exploit next to this, exploit. Come on, system is hang again. I think I need to turn off some system, guys. Let me turn off one machine. Yeah, see, 99, 100%. So I need to turn off one machine. Which machine can I turn off? Let me turn off the Windows one. Yeah, the window is gone. This is CPU came to 42. We should be good now. Okay, this is my system. Again, view full view. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, for every finding, I'll just put a exploit next to it. So we have many findings, right? We'll be exploiting in a minute. I'll show you how to exploit. So, so for example, we have port number 21. Same we have VSTP 234 exploit. Okay, it says backdoor command execution, and let's see what we have. Let's check the first one. System again hang. This is running full on full on resources, guys. Just a minute. Probably I can turn this one off quickly and I can give more resources to it. Oh, this is not working. Hang. Say it is full here. So what I can do is just turn this one off, power off. Always remember the system which you are scanning with should have good configuration. Okay, our parity is also off. So let me change the configuration. Let me give say 422. Let me give 6 GB of RAM. So that means this will have 1 GB and this is 8 GB and I'll have 8 for my what, and I'll give 3 CPUs. Then I'll turn on. I've turned this way, that's fine. No. Okay, I'll clean the system later. Okay, so our report is this one, the nmap report. So let me open this report. Yeah, this is an nmap report, guys, and you can submit this report to the client, and you can say this is a vulnerability assessment report, a vulnerability scanning report, or vulnerability report. Okay, now for the now this is manually what we are doing here. Okay, we are giving the command, we are giving all the ports. Again, guys, I have scanned only default ports, but you have to scan all the TCP ports. Now we'll be doing the same thing using an automated scanner, then we will be exploiting. So how can I do the same thing using automated scanner? So first and foremost, what, get into this. Again, guys, scanning systems are different, your pen testing different systems are different. That means when you're doing the real-time engagement, right, you will have your Kali Linux system with which you don't scan, because scanning required good amount of hardware, right? So you have a dedicated machine, something like 32 gigs of RAM and a good 32 core CPU, something like that. You install the scanner on that. So you connect to the you connect to the system using your Kali Linux laptop, then do the scanning from that system, not from your Kali Linux system. But here I have only one laptop, so I have to set up everything in my laptop itself. Okay, Okay, I don't want this right. Okay, sudo service nessus any sscusd. This is a nessus d1. It's a background service name. Start. Okay, now if I want to check the service status, yeah, the service is running. If I want to stop, just put stop. If you want to restart, restart. Now, one more thing, Nankishore, is it possible to start the service while I reboot the laptop? Something like we have in our Windows laptop, we do have like startup application, right? Startup apps. So with the Windows, the app will start. Okay, you can turn and off because I have turned off many of the things. Only few apps I have started, especially the the audio, video, and the antivirus, all these things. Same thing if you want to, you want in Kali Linux, you can put a command like sudo system ctl enable, sorry, SD. So if you put this particular command, that means your Nessus server, Nessus service will start automatically whenever you restart. You need not to do it manually. Okay, that is fine. Let's go to the website. So https colon slash slash colon 8834. So by default, Nessus will run on 8834. Can I change this port? Yes, you can change this port. But when Nessus company want to develop this particular Nessus scanning software, they have chosen 8834 as a default port. Okay, and the password is admin. I have reset the password while installing. You can do the same thing. Password, don't save. Okay, now this is the fresh installation, guys. I've not done anything. So if I want to click on this particular create scan, I cannot do this. See, it's grayed out. The reason is whenever any scanner right starts, right, it will get updates. In security world, we call these updates as feeds. Okay, so Nessus will connect to this background server and it will update the feeds. It will take some time, so meanwhile just leave it like this. Once the feeds are updated automatically, the scan button will enable. Okay, so this is general the interface of vocal Nessus. This is admin profile. My account, you can check his password, change password, blah 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 blah. And again, this is a home wherein my scans, you have all scans, you have trash. If you delete a scan, it will be in the trash. And you have customized report, you have terra scan, you have plugins and policies. So what is policy? Policy is nothing but a template. Say for example, I want to scan a Windows. So what do I do? I create a Windows policy. Then I'll go inside the policy. Then I will uncheck what I really don't want. For example, my Windows system is a FTP server. It's having only one service. That's FTP. That means no point of scanning all the Windows related vulnerabilities. Turn off everything. Then enable only the FTP. Okay. And what else? What is this? Notification. That's fine, man. So it will take a little bit of time, guys, and these are the plugins. Plugins are nothing but Windows plugin, Linux plugin, Mac plugin. Under Windows plugin, you have on and off switch for different services, so something like SMB, NetBIOS, SMTP, IIS, all these things. I'll show you that in a minute, guys. So we create a policy, we create a plugin, then we create a scan. Then for Windows, we give this Windows policy which contains a plugin. For Linux, the same one. Then we do the scanning. So let me pause the system because it will take a little bit of time for the feeds to get update. Okay, resource center is for documentation, guys. Probably you can look for NSS help. So let me install this again, guys. Open terminal. Okay. It says like no, I need to access this URL. You can use localhost or pirate. Anything is fine. It will not access. The reason is I need to start the necessary server service. Sorry. It will take a little bit of time, guys. Please bear with me. Okay. Now we see register offline. Sorry. I think we need to register first. Okay. We use the same email to register. Continue. This is star. Start trial. Continue. Create a user admin, and I'm giving admin as a password as well. So downloading the plugins, guys. It will take again some time. Once the plugins are installed, you're good to start the scanning. So these plugins are also called as sorry. These plugins we need to enable and disable for scanning a particular set of operating systems. Feeds are nothing but FedEx, scanner updates. In Windows, we call updates. In vulnerability scanner, we call feeds. In the antivirus, we call as patch files. Yes, let me pause the video. I will update, I'll fix this issue and I'll start the recording. As I told you, like, no, OPT is a folder used for third-party software. So NSS is a third-party software. So NSS, okay. And this guy want me to run this particular command. Command is NSS update. Okay. No. So that dot forward slash means this particular file is in the same folder. Once the plugins are updated and we are good to start the scanning. So I will be. Let's wait for 1 minute. Again, I'm following the NSS official documentation page for fixing the error. Fail to update. What is this? Let me fix this issue and probably it's a low disk space issue. I think probably. No, it's a disk issue, guys. I have only 436 MB left. Again, the same thing. Okay, what can I do in this case is let me power off this first. Okay, and I will use another system, Kali Linux. So let me change the settings. So network, yeah, that's fine. This I give 6, and processor is 2, that's fine. Let me give a more. Start. Meanwhile, I can do what I can do. I can restore the snapshot. So always remember, guys, keep two systems. You might find this kind of issues while you're doing what engagement. So your testing machine should be separate from your working machines, and your scanner machines should be separate from your testing machine, as well as from your working machine. Let's install the necessary. You should install without any issues. This machine is having a good amount of disk space, so I should not face any issue here. It will take some time, guys. Again, this is a one-time job, guys. So once you set up the scanner, again you don't reinstall, because your scanner should have all the information for the past quarter, yearly or half yearly. So whenever you scan for the next quarter, you compare the result from the what you got from the past quarter with the present quarter. A past scan report with the present scan report. If at all, if you think like, no, I need to update my scanner, or if there's a different different version, then what you have to do is you need to take the backup of the database of Nessus, upgrade in the Nessus, then attach the backup. Okay, start 7 days trial. Yeah, plugins are compiling, and Nessus will take some more time. Once the plugins are compiled, then you can click on this new scan button. If you're unable to do so, that means there is some compliance and sorry, compiling of plugins. It will take a little bit of extra time, guys. Let me stop the recording. So guys, finally my NSS is ready. So I can click on new scan. I can I have different templates here. One for host discovery. I have basic network scan, advanced scan, um, advanced dynamic scan, malware, mobile, WannaCry, Spectrum. These are different um, vulnerabilities exploits. So we do have compliance scan, credential patch edit, web application testing, so and so forth, right? You have loads of scans for different vulnerabilities here. And the same way we have compliance scan as well, something like we have HIPAA, PCI DSS, CIS, and other compliance, right? We have editor kind of templates as well. So let's do a basic scan on an IP. So host discovery. So these are different options you have. We have settings and plugins. Plugins is something now we need to on and off. So these are the settings. General settings. Under general, we have name, description, my scan. Give the some IP here. Say my scan one. Description is this is I am scanning one IP. Okay, put it in the scan folder. That's fine. IP number is sorry 192 sorry 192 yeah 192.168.1.51. Okay, if you have another IP, put a comma and you can give one more thing. You want to give a range of IPs, then you can give like this same thing like nmap. So generally Nessus use nmap engine for scanning. Okay, so let's stick with one IP, guys. And again, if you have a target file will be like this. So 192.168.1.1, just control V2, control V3. So you can put all the IPs in a sequential manner. Save this as IP.range, then you can give the IP as well. So we can do this as um, IP.txt. Save. You can add the file. Okay, like this as well as also you can add. Okay, for time you can run do this, and then we have schedule. Okay, you can on the schedule, and we can run weekly so once, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. You can play around what time you want. Generally, again, if you're talking about USA, then definitely you need to look for something like Eastern time or something based on the what day of the month. Generally, internal scan we do once in 3 months. Okay, so we can say, do we have quarterly? No, yearly, right? We have yearly. So once and a date. So I want to say first of every quarter, I can say, right? So next quarter is January to March, January to March 1, April to May, June 1, July, August, September, October, I can say. October is the next quarter. Yeah, October 1st, you can start the scan this part of the time. The same notifications we have, whom should I send the um, email when the scanning is done or some issue. Again, don't use this public email service, guys. You have to use your company email services. Okay, and discovery under discovery, like just a host enumeration or OS detection, port scan, all port scan. Let's do all port scan. Okay, TCP, ARP, ICMP. So we are scanning all 121, 65535 ports. And under these we have report. So different output options. Again, under advanced, you have some more options. Just check this, guys. So again, we are doing a basically we're doing a host discovery, just open ports, right? Once this is done, okay, just save, just scan, then if you go to this all, and if you see scans, you'll scan, you have a scan, just select the scan and you can start. This is just a host discovery scan, guys. Now, meanwhile, we create one more scan. This time, we will create a say custom scan. Okay. Every time in the vulnerability management process, what we do is we create a custom scan. We scan, we tune, we scan, we tune the template. So this is a template, right? So take an advanced scan template. Name this template as custom scan. Give the description. Say scanning, vulnerability management process. I scan, give an IP 192.168.1.51. Okay, then go to the schedule when it has to run, blah blah blah. We have discovered all these things, right? This is the discovery. Okay, ping the host. Okay, don't want to ping the host, that's fine. And um, I don't want to ARP, I don't want ICMP. For TCP, I want all the ports, right? 126,535. Okay, I want UDP. Again, it will take good amount of time, guys. Generally we don't do the UDP scan. And these are some fragile devices. If you have a network printer, then you can select. Again, we create one template for Windows, one template for server, one template for access point printer in the same manner. Okay, then port scanning, default ports, blah blah. Just go through the guys, will be much easy. Service discovery, yes, this is very much important. Yes, probe all ports for finding service, blah blah. Then identity, then assessment. We have brute force. This brute force generally we don't use in a real-time engagement, not even in vulnerability, so network vulnerability scanning. The reason is brute force is a method wherein we use different username, different password, same username, same password, or we use a custom word list. So in very short period of time, you will get hundred, thousands of requests. So if the lockout mechanism is not implemented, say after five unsuccessful login attempts, your account should be locked out for at least half an hour, or the admin needs to unlock the account. This kind of thing, brute force will work. Generally, FTP on the FTP service, brute force you can trigger, and even on the servers, brute force will not work. Even for the admins, you cannot implement a lockout. That means brute force will work. SCADA is a different one, and a web application scan web application. We find a web application port 80. Yes, I don't want on and off, whatever you want. So for Windows, yes, these are some services. Then database, we have everything. So just go through this, you'll understand. So credentials we have for Windows, right? So this for Windows. Okay, you can if you have say Active Directory integrated, right? Then you can use Kerberos. If not, you can use straight away password. Then administrator, whatever username your admin give is a read-only admin, guys. I say admin. Password is also admin. Okay. Then if you want to configure for if you're configuring a Linux system, then click on here. You can give the SSH key, or you can use the password, username, password. This is how we create for Windows and for Linux. Compliance is something like again, this is a different story. We'll discuss in a minute. We'll do it when we do the compliance scan. This is plugins. So for example, I am doing only for Windows, right? So then select only Windows kind of credentials. Okay, this one clear, this one clear. Then go to the plugins. Now here, see guys, you need to understand. If I select again, Cisco is not Windows, so you can directly disable. Okay. Now again, Debian is not again Linux. This one is not there, and again under denial of service, I want to enable some. We have 110 test scenarios. Okay, I select denial of service, and then I will disable what are things I don't require. So these templates will take good amount of time. Or disable all, then oh sorry, not disable all, right? So first disable from here, then say okay, disable all from here, then see which one you need to enable for Windows. So AIX, Amazon backdoor, I want this to be enabled. Brute force attack, I want don't want CGI, Cisco database, I want to enable. Debian default DNS is enable, sorry, denial of service enable, DNS is further enable. And I want FTP, yes. Getting a shell, yes. And blah blah blah, you have many. Okay, just play around with this, and eventually if you don't want something, select one particular category, NetWear, and in that enable whatever you want. This is how we enable and disable the plugin. Then you save. Okay, you have your custom scan ready, then you can do that. Okay, this is done. Yeah, this is done, completed, scan is completed. Okay, the host is one. You have found two vulnerabilities. Again guys, it's just a system, right? So this is how you know if you want to generate the report, you can generate the report, generate the report. You can generate a PDF report, or CSV report, whatever format you want. So this is how we scan, guys. Now I have a website, something like Let's okay. So this is my DNS report, guys. If the system is vulnerable, you'll have number of issues. You click on any issue, and further you get you get more information. Okay, okay. So always remember, blue color denotes informative, yellow is low, orange is medium, red is high, and maroon is critical. So whenever you see the maroon, red and high, so critical and high, you have those are the priority ones. Medium you can take some time, but low and informative you don't really focus that much. Okay. Now, Nankishore, we do have policies. What exactly is a policy? Let's create a policy, guys. New policy. Okay. I want a policy out of this, advanced scan. I don't, earlier we have configured the scan. Now we create a policy. Okay. So in the basic, we have name. Let's name this. Okay. Say new scan. Also Windows scan. Windows scan all Linux systems. Okay. This is say Linux scan. Okay. Discovery you can set. Okay. I want all. I don't want the TCP UDP. Okay. Again, port scan. 35 service discovery. Yes. Okay. Assessment. The same thing, guys. Okay. Then we have report. Okay. Now again here, um, we are talking about the Linux, right? Linux. Let's give this username password. Okay. You want to do the privilege escalation? No, I don't want to do. If you want to do, yes, you can say what kind of things you want. But in pen testing, once we exploit a service, that's it. We take the POC. But in the red team, we further explore that particular issue, and we see how deep we go and how much impact we can create on the system. There's a red teaming. Okay. Here I'm just sticking with the Linux. Okay. I say save. I just want to do some more kind of things, right? Just wait. So then credentials have configured the credentials, the compliance. I don't want any compliance at this point of time. Okay, we do have any compliance. Okay, okay, I don't want any compliance. Now plugins. So I am scanning the only the Linux system, right? Let me disable all. I'll stick only, I'll select only one thing. This is a Debian local security check. And what else I can say? Default user accounts, Unix accounts, and FTP. Okay, I have selected something. Now save. Save. That is it. Actually, it is required. I don't want I edit, right? Save. Okay. This policy is created. Now, if I want to do any scanning, I can use this policy straight away. I can scan. Now, see how we can do. My scans, create a new scan. Okay. Say user defined Linux scan. Just provide the IP. That's all you have to do. 192.168.1.51 because everything is configured, right? We are using a policy scan. The scan is Linux. That's fine. Okay. Save. If you want to start, immediately you can launch. Save is scanning now. So policy means we create a template and further you can use the template for anything. Now I'll create one more policy for Windows in the same way. Okay. I'll use a different, advanced scan again. I'll say Windows scan all the Windows. systems. Okay, I'll say same configuration guys, you can do that. And in the same way I'll create one more policy. Then again, hey Nandkishore, we have other templates, can we create a policy using the template guys? I don't think so, no, because advanced scan is the only one wherein we can create the template, policy template. But if you see advanced dynamic scan, let me check. Okay. Okay, fine. You can create policy out of any template class. Earlier it was not the case. We use only advanced, but now you can use any template for creating the policy. Let me do this as printer scan, and scanning all the printers. Same credentials, plugins, and we have the discovery. Everything you can configure. Save. I don't want this, right? Just a minute. Save. Okay. I don't think so. We can ignore this, right? So, yep. The same way we create different templates, then we go to the scan, we create new scan, and we schedule. We take the user defined from this template. We schedule the scan when we want to run. Now I want to run printers. Say um, every year August 1st, right? Then schedule, enable schedule, and that's all. You can fill the schedule. Then go to this, give the IPs of the printers, then save. That should be fine. This is how automated scanners work. 51. So once this is done, you get your report. Now if you see all my scans, I have this report. Okay, on demand. Okay, that's done. Scan one is also done. Yeah, this is the latest one, right? Now I want to create a report. I want a CSV file. The reason is when you're doing an internal scan, right? You deal with thousands and lakhs of IPs. In that case, PDF is not a feasible option. You have to go with the CSV. And what are things you want, you can select whatever you don't want. You can deselect that. Generate a report. Okay. Go to the desktop. Yep. And open that CSV report using your say. Where is the CSV? Yeah, this one, right? Yep. Excel. So then we filter out. Okay, so for example, then we filter out and we check with the host how many hosts we want. And generally what we do is we filter out according to the location. Then we send this every sheet, we copy and paste according to the location, and we send this information to the location person. He'll take care of the fixing. We don't in vulnerability management, but in pen testing we generate the report in a PDF format. Then based on the report we try to exploit. Okay, that's about the scanning, right? Vulnerability scanning. Okay, now penetration testing, guys, it is very simple. Like you can get the report and you can further exploit. When we deal with a web application, then I'll be showing you the pen testing. But this is generally how we scan the network. So always remember, guys, whenever you're scanning for network, you need to go with a network scanner. Yes, Nessus do have loads of scanners, right? Templates. Okay, so we can do lots of scanning. Here we got web application testing as well. So, but again, they are good, but not up to the mark. So generally, for the web, the go-to option is Bob Suit. Okay, for the network, the go-to option is Nessus and Expose. Okay, Nessus and Expose. And we for the burp we have a burp. Sorry, for the web we have burp. We have say app scan. We have HP web inspect. So all those options are there for the web. So this is all about your vulnerability scanning, guys. And in the next section, when we deal with the web application, we will be what say we will be exploiting those web vulnerabilities. Along with that, we'll be exploiting the network vulnerabilities. Okay, that's about your vulnerability assessment, guys. And thank you very much.